In this video, we're going to talk about the 20% rule, which is essentially scaling really slowly. Now, obviously, you could read the actual name of this module, and it says vital in the actual name of the video. So this is a vital component, and this is something you really have to grasp and really have to follow down to a T in order to go ahead and make sure that you keep your account active and alive for long term. Now, this is the exact structure that I'm going to suggest that you follow for safety reasons to keep your account healthy. But most importantly, rather than keeping it healthy, to make sure that it stays alive and that it doesn't get taken down or disabled is another word for it. So essentially, we're going to be focusing on ad set budgets only, no CBOs. So briefly to cover, I want to show you quickly what I mean by a ABO rather than a CBO. So if we click on conversions, right, and we create the campaign, this campaign budget optimization needs to be off, because if you check this on, then that means the budget is for the entire campaign rather than going out there like we've been doing right over here with the boosted posts. You can see that the actual ad set level is where the budget is. So if you choose CBO, the budget would be over here, where you can set it for daily or lifetime, but we're working with ABOs, which is ad set budgets. Very, very important you understand that's what we're focusing on. So ideally you have one targeting interest that's big enough to keep duplicating over and over again. More on this later on, or you simply do broad targeting. So it doesn't really matter which route you go down, whether it's broad or interest-based targeting, but I'm gonna suggest that if you do interest-based targeting, that it's in the, I would say, 5 to 10 million or more potential reach range. And if you don't understand what that means, make sure you watch the last video, because that's where I cover the potential reach. So the first campaign that you release or go live with should be $5 a day. It should be a conversion campaign that you roll out. You should start off at $5 daily spend, no lifetime, just $5 a day. The second campaign you're going to roll out is 24 hours after the first campaign is launched. Okay, so if you do it on, let's just say, September 1st at 9 a.m. Eastern time, the next campaign that you're going to be rolling out will be September 2nd, anytime after 9 a.m. Eastern time. So keep that in mind. You're going to duplicate the original or the first campaign. But when you duplicate this campaign, the one that you set to $5 a day, you're not going to change anything on it except change the budget. And the budget is going to be compounded 20%. So that means you're going to take 20% of the daily budget, so in which case is $5. So that would be $1. So 20% of $5 is $1, and then you're going to add it onto the $5. So it would be $6. Then the third campaign is 24 hours after the second campaign, and so on. Then you're going to duplicate the $6 campaign, and you're going to, again, change nothing. The only thing you're going to change is the daily budget. You're going to take 20% of $6, which is $1.20, and you're going to add it onto the $6, and now you have $7.20 per day on your third campaign that you just duplicated, and so on and so on. So every 24 hours, create a new campaign that's a duplicate of the previous campaign you created and change the budget 20%. That's it. You're just compounding the budget 20% each and every 24 hours. So with 20% increase, you want to add onto previous budgets. So 20% of the duplicated budget, whatever it is. So right over here, the third campaign, if you duplicate it again for a fourth campaign, you're going to take 20% of $7.20, and then whatever that number is, add it onto $7.20, and that total will be your fourth campaign daily budget. So rolling out new targeting with this is tricky, because a lot of people will say, okay, great, but if I can't change anything except the budget, how do I test new targeting? Well, you only want to change the targeting on the sixth duplicated campaign onwards. Why? Is because you want to get 5 approved campaigns first, and the budget's slowly scaled, and then the sixth campaign, you can change the targeting. Now, here's the thing when you change the targeting. Keep this in mind. When you change the targeting, and it's only your sixth campaign, and you don't have a lot of spend or a lot of data in that ad account, I would highly recommend restarting at around $5 to $10 range, depending when you go ahead and release or change the actual targeting, whatever the previous budget was. So if you're on your 10th campaign rollout and you haven't changed the targeting, and now the budget is, let's just say, $15 daily, sure, you can roll out another campaign, and that campaign can have new interest targeting, and you can start that daily budget at $10 because the duplicated one was $15. However, if you go ahead and change the interest when the budget is under $10, then I would suggest restarting that at $5 a day spent. And then when you duplicate that campaign, that new interest, you're going to go ahead and, again, compound it every single day. Now, the reason why this is also really good is because it gives Facebook time to optimize different pockets of individuals in that audience. Now, remember I said right over here that you want to have a big enough audience or potential reach in order to keep duplicating over and over, is because if your potential reach, when you're doing your interest targeting, like I mentioned in the previous video, is less than 1 million, then you're going to pretty much eventually, once you get to, like, I'd say 10 or 15 duplicated campaigns, you're going to end up competing with yourself in the actual auction. However, if the potential reach is like 20 million plus, 30 million, 60 million, whatever it is, if it's even 10 or 15 million, you're in a safe zone. However, the bigger it is, interest or potential reach, the better it is. So that's why I really like broad targeting, is because of the simple fact that we just tell Facebook to go out there and target everybody and let them do what they do best. You have to keep in mind that Facebook is the best AI or artificial intelligence ads, self-serve ads platform in the world. They're better than Google. They're better than any other platform in the world. And there's a reason for, there's a reason why they're the best, is because they have optimized their artificial intelligence for finding the right people to purchase the products that you're trying to sell. They've perfected that. And so if you go broad for broad targeting, yes, it'll take a lot longer at low budgets to find that pocket of individuals. But once Facebook does find that pocket of individuals, you don't need to worry about testing new interests, because Facebook already knows what people to go after. So you don't need to go ahead and have interests in there. You can just leave it open targeting, and then Facebook will do all the hard work for you, because their AI or their ads artificial intelligence knows what to do or who to target based on previous data that they've garnered already from your campaigns. So that's why I'm very, very adamant on decide what you want to do from the start. If you want to go with interest targeting, you want to go with broad targeting, because yes, one of them in regards to broad targeting does take a little bit longer to optimize. However, that is the way to become infinitely scalable. So again, because with interest targeting, you limit yourself to that interest or those people that have shown interest in whatever the targeting term is. However, broad targeting is everybody, and then Facebook determines who are the people that are most likely to purchase, and they start putting you in the right pockets, or in the in the face of the right pockets to the right people that will eventually purchase the offer that you have to sell, or are more inclined to purchase the offer that you have to sell. But with interest targeting, you have to kind of keep changing and testing different interests. And that can also become a little time intensive, but you know for a fact that those individuals that are seeing your ads are already interested in weight loss or health, because of the fact that the interest is related to exactly the offer that you're promoting. So with that being said, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, please put them in the community or the comments under this video, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. I'll see you in the next video.